Hey everyone, Spicy Toast Gaming here. Hope you're having a great day. Hope this video can make it a little bit better. The next video was taken as part of my streaming all of the content as soon as it came out. So there will be some limited interactions of me talking with chat and stuff like that. I'll try to cut out anything that's not really relevant to the video and try to refine it down for you. But just so you know, this was taken as part of stream. I hope you enjoy. If you want to see me playing any of this live, there's a link to my Twitch channel down below. Let's get into it. I hope you enjoy. All right, I think let's keep holding on to our Lux. Now that we are at 5 stars, let's maybe try out again what I kind of think is her most fun build. We could go for Chemtech, but we could also just go for, yeah, Protectors of Demacia. We don't really need Chemtech, so I think let's try to go like this. The extra mana will be nice, so then we have even more. Trying to get her on the board turn 1, and then trying to play around with her relic some more. I suppose let's try to go for Fiddlesticks, as he's kind of the hardest. And now I'm sure we'll be able to absolutely annihilate with this with the 6-star. But let's see what we can do with her at 5 stars. Explosive Finale will kill some targets with our laser beams. Hold them off is a solid defensive. We could try to reroll for something crazy like a sorcery or slow but steady. But I think we'll stick with something that's decent and yeah, go from there. So let's go for Sleepless Slumber. These are all good, but we want to try to get our other spell that we can play round 1. There we go. So yeah, we will drop this here. Then we can drop our Lux. We'll just attack with her. So yeah, we could have Chemtech online already if we wanted, which wouldn't be too bad. But I think let's drop this guy. And sure, we can go right here for the barrier. Actually, yeah, we should have done Lux so she could kill him. That would have been a little bit better. I think we'll bank this mana. Well, let's play one of these cheaper ones. So we'll have 2 spaces open for a Garen as well as Galio. Yeah, I think that'll be fine. So this is going to level up our Lux, give us a Garen. $10 from a unit. That sucks, because there's not really anything we can do to protect him. Yeah, that is unfortunate. Which, yeah, kind of shuts us down then. That's kind of the one bad part of this relic, is if they do kill your champions, then there's not too much you can do. Alright, let's work on filling out our board then. I think let's drop this guy, and then drop her right here. And now it's time to just do a bunch of rallies. All right, that'll be pretty good. And GG. Nice. Summon 2 Dauntless Vanguards, grant elite allies 1/1. I mean, it's going to be hard to play just because it's so big. So that'd be a little rough. It would be solid for getting units on the board, and obviously it would be a lot. I think I just might go for the slot bot as like a solid unit with some decent stats. What's the most important upgrades for Lux or for Leona, which have the biggest impact? I mean, in general, other than like, I don't know if you're talking about any upgrades, because obviously like 6-star is most important. For both of them, their 4-star is pretty big and kind of enables whole new playstyles for them. So their 4-star is super impactful. Both of them, the 5-star is really good. As far as like the bonus nodes, for Leona, it's probably going to be the fact when you get all of your followers getting the Daybreak, I have 3/3. That's pretty big. Burst speed upgrades for your laser beams is nice. A lot of the other ones, yeah, for Lux is just like, oh, it's nice. It's not too crazy. Let's go for Sport Champ. Yeah, Leona has a very bad laid out constellation. Maokai's funny for trying to get rid of their cards. He also tosses some of his own, which is bad. Concussive Palm could be pretty good. Ambessa's fun. Even more rally. She would be able to level up very quickly. So there is that. Stun 2 units. I think I'll actually try to go for Ambessa. That could be decent. Let's go for a champion item, I think. So let's go for Vicious Mockery. Let's get rid of most of these while they're good. We want to get our Lux as well as a, well, this spell. All right, perfect. Oh my word. That was a lot of units. That was a bit ridiculous. All right, so we have no spells, which isn't great. They're about to attack, so let's drop this. We have Barrier. But yeah, no spells to play, which is a little sad. Let's go for Ambessa so we can have a spell. Let's see. This has Blade boost all of the units. Let's drop this here to try to scale up some of our units. Should be pretty solid. Let's drop this and kill that one. So Garen is not necessarily the best. Let's go ahead and drop this right here. Let's go ahead and let Garen get a free attack in so he can get a strike off. I think let's go for a Duelist and Emperor's Guard. So we can attack like this. She can kill that. He can go and die to that one. And then this will be a good amount of damage. Garen is going to level. Sure. Let's give this one Barrier. All right, so we weren't able to end, but we have Galio leveling. Garen is going to give us a rally. So we will attack like this. This unit will get damaged. We'll then get a rally and could attack again if we wanted. GG. All right, so let's see here. Pirouette is very good. Death's Hand is very good. Honestly, both of these are solid. This one, though, is nice just for trying to get our Lux on the board. So while both of these are stronger spells, I think we actually will get this one just to try to get our Lux. But yeah, both of these are better. Let's try to go for the champion item, which means we're going to go for Thalassophobia. That should be fun. Let's try to go here. Strike, draw one. When I'm summoned, draw one. Spirit to make her a little bit bigger. I think we will actually go for the extra draw right now. Now let's go for Thalassophobia. Some of these are solid, but let's try to get rid of a couple of them because we want to be sure we get our Lux. Okay, we got our two like best cards for opening hand. I don't know if we'll attack because of their list. We don't want to attack, have them pop our barrier. Although I guess none of them can actually kill us. Although if they get Lurk off, they could. Yeah, so I'm going to hold off for now. Alright, so Remembrance for another unit. This for a rally and a bit of removal. That is a little scary. And they're probably about to use it. If it dies rally, we don't necessarily need it to die. We just need Lux to level. So that's going to deal 5 damage, meaning we're still not going to have quite enough with our laser to kill it. I'm just, yeah, worried about Lux dying. She is barrier. This is barrier. We might actually want to somewhat hold off for now. Because, yeah, they were about to use the list. I didn't really see a way that we could keep her alive. Granted, they're still going to probably challenge and kill her now. Which is not the best. That's only attack. Yeah, probably still should have tried to go for one of these. But definitely unfortunate. Do we want to start a free attack? Sure, might as well. All right, let's drop this here. We'll refill our mana. We'll get another Lux on the board. They do still have their list, though, which is not necessarily the best. I want to pass for them to play their list, but I also want to be able to play our Lux. I don't want them to just be like, oh, you passed? Okay, we'll drop it then. Then let's try to drop this. Yeah, okay, that's fine. That's kind of what we figured. Yeah, we knew the list was going to be absolutely terrible for us. Rictus for some stuns. We don't have enough space for both of them, but I think we still maybe go for it. So many big units. Let's maybe go right here. So he'll be able to kill that unit and survive. This one will just kind of die to anything. Well, yeah, let's go ahead and attack like this. All right, let's give this guy barrier. So we'll kill this one for now. Those are both pretty bad, but yeah, let's try to attack like this. All right, we're gonna go for a public execution. Try to kill that unit right there, level up our Lux, get our Garen on the board. Yeah, this is not a great one for us. All right, let's go ahead and attack like this. They still have the list they could do. Not that I really think it matters. Let's go ahead and give him a rally. We can go for the Mage Seeker. Drop a Succession. All right. GG. Oh. Stand united, burst speed, swap 2 allies, give them barrier this round, give allies 1/1. That actually seems pretty decent. We have 700 gold. Let's go for the shop. We could really use some extra power here. Memory game can be good sometimes, but especially when we have Lux on the board, sometimes our hand can get a little overfull. I think let's try to get something a little bit better. Duelist, sure, can be okay. Let's go for the Scrap Scuttlers because this gives us 3 units, which I think will be pretty nice. Free attack, summon 2 Forge Workers. So again, this also gives us 3 units and a draw 1. Sure, sometimes our board will be overfull, but it can be pretty clutch against like Elise. Cutting cards isn't always the best into Fiddlesticks, but we need to draw the best of the cards we need. I think let's get rid of Prodigy. Let's go for Elise. I am liking her Relic, but I feel like Chemtech also would be really good here. Let's get rid of most of this. While some of these are very good, we need to get our Lux if we can. All right, no Lux. Feels bad. Let's drop this first because we get the mana back. I was going to say they're going to be good blockers, but they can't really kill any of the units. So they'll be able to kill that. And suppose we can kill this unit here. Yeah. So we could do a free attack with her, but not really going to matter, or she would just die. Let's do a free attack with one of these just to help our Ambessa level. We might need that.
Let me change into something more comfortable.
All right, let's go for the barriers. And the only person that can block is our... Yeah, our Ambessa. I think we can block like this. We want her to be able to kill someone. All right, let's attack with this person since they will survive. Gives us a some more progress towards our champ level ups. Let's play this to try to get our Lux if possible. All right, there we go. So we don't need public execution yet, but we'll probably play that here in a moment. All right, so she could kill this target. She could kill actually any of them. Let's do that one. And this one's just gonna die. Because yeah, all of them are too strong. I suppose we could go here, but again, yeah, none of those are gonna be good enough. I guess let's kill that one right there. All right, so this will get another kill, let our Lux level, give us our Garen. Also, Ambessa is about to level. Let's attack like this first. Hopefully they can't kill Lux. Actually, we can go for a final spark right here to kill that one. And we'll just drag this one aside. So, a lot of damage. She's going to level. We have room in hand, so we'll get our Galio. All right, let's do another rally right here. So this will be another champion level up. We're able to end, but we still have a couple other free attacks and rallies as well. Ooh, GG. For leveling up champs, I use 2 Cosmic Blessings. Go from 1 to 30. We'll try to go for our 2 cost again for our Lux. That way, if we don't have a spell, we can still play her turn 1. And then if we do have a spell, we can play her as a 1 cost, which is great. We don't have equipment or attachments. This one doesn't really matter as much. Titanic Wake, Sweet Solitude. That shouldn't really matter. Like, it does give us a spell to play every round, so it can guarantee trigger our Plunder, so there's that. Titanic Wake, this would work for our Galio. Everything else isn't going to be big enough, so it's pretty much just for Galio. Also, if we do this, when we generate, it's going to make our Fiddlesticks plunder us harder, which is a little rough. That's not the best. Titanic Wake, yeah, pretty much it's only going to hit Galio. So I think we're fine. Gearing up, Explosive Finale, Raiding Party. Honestly, having 2 blockers could be pretty good. We are going to kill some people with Explosive Finale, but maybe just having extra blockers could reduce down the damage taken a good amount. Survive the Night, Pale Death. Both these are rough. We do have a lot of barrier, so I think let's actually try to go here. We'll see. We'll get rid of a couple of these. We really want to keep our barrier units. Nice. That is actually really good for us. I think we'll still drop Scrap Scuttlers first. Did that not give us our plunder damage? Oh, I guess, right, we can't damage their Nexus. That's why. Attacking them doesn't really do anything, so we'll just pass. All right, we'll drop this. We will replace that unit, and we'll give Lux Barrier. That fearsome is not great. 2 to a unit. Yeah, then we'll hide fearsome. All of our units are too small. Darkness, one good thing is it is going to be a created card, which will help scale up these guys, I suppose. Alright, so Lux will be able to block that, which will be important. He can block this one right here, and then... Unfortunately, we don't have any other units. Let's... keep that unit alive. I don't want to kill the minion, because then they can keep playing it, and then they can keep healing, which is really bad for us. So we're not going to do that. This unit has Undying. Him coming back around, not that big of a deal. Alright, let's drop Garen. He'll be a created card, so those ones will be a little bit bigger. Sure, we'll just hit that. I suppose we could have done our burst speed. We could have done our burst speed laser, which would let us block with these two. So that's something we could have done. Do we care about Garen attacking? Not really. I think we'll still pass. Rallies don't really matter for us. Let's maybe attack like this. Actually, that unit won't actually die because it's ephemeral, but it's not striking us. Let's drop our Mbessa. Yeah, the mana refill doesn't really matter. We can just drop this here. Let's use this on Garen. I suppose we could let her attack and block this unit right here. And just kill them. I guess we can't really see what the abomination is. Yeah, we don't really like killing these units. But... not really anything else we can really do. Let's play the Sergeant. Alright, Harrowing, how fun. Let's drop our 4 Demacia. They're probably about to open attack. We really need to be able to drop our Golden Aegis if we can. I guess not. Alright, so most of these don't matter, but that one does. Which, not the greatest for us. But I think they take 20 damage. Sure. Alright, just to kind of get our Galio on the board. But we'll go ahead and pass here, and they should die. Alright, GG. Some champions are decent with it. Ooh, that is fantastic. This going off twice, the mana goes off twice, you get double the mana gems. That's actually excellent. Let's, try to go here. So let's see what we get from the shop. Siphoning Strike, that's not too bad. Don't really like that unit. Sure. Give allies tough this round. Ally strikes a champion. Manifest a card for my regions. Sure. Just because we're getting like a lot of champions, I think it can be a bit fun. Let's go for Creeping Hatred. Let's get rid of that guy. Actually, let's get rid of most of these. We really want to get that other card. Yeah, that one right there. This will be very good for us. Alright, so we can drop a very cheap Lux, which is pretty awesome. I guess, yeah, we have a lot of extra mana, so it won't be too bad. Let's attack and kill that one. Sure, let's attack like this. Let's give Lux a rally, because now we can attack like this, getting rid of all their units. Beautiful. Let's go for a 4 Demacia first. All right, let's now go ahead and kill one of these with Lux, making all of our other champions better. So we can go ahead and drop Garen. And get the rally. All right, pretty good. We're about to get the attack token, immediately attack, and GG. Fantastic. I think double attack can be good, although all these can be fine. All right, we made it to Fiddlesticks. I don't think we have any fights left. That'll be nice, trying to make sure we get our Lux if we're having bad luck. Sure, getting that at the start of the game, so we're pretty much guaranteed to draw her. Yeah, let's not try to cut a card because Fiddlesticks punishes that. Let's see if we can get Fiddlesticks. Let's get rid of most of these. I feel like this could go either way. I think like we could absolutely destroy this if we get the right effects, or we could have a really bad time. But getting Succession turn 1 is definitely on the better side. So let's drop our Lux. This would give us 3 units. That's kind of overkill at the moment. Let's go ahead and attack. We can kill both of these, damage this one right here. And I think we can actually... We could save a rally for Garen, but I think I just want to get some damage down and make sure they don't have any units. And yeah, we can bank the mana for now. There's a lot of cards. All right, let's immediately go for a public execution to kill that unit. So we can level up our Lux, get our Garen on the board. They... Well, that's annoying. Not really anything we can do to stop that, but I mean, that's kind of better than them killing Garen, I suppose. All right, so we have the rally. We need to hold another 6 mana, and actually Remembrance will be too little now. But I think... I mean, we could still drop it, or we could drop like one of these barrier units. Sure, let's drop this right here. So we could go ahead and attack like this. Any of these we really care about? Sure, let's go right here. We just really want to get rid of that Challenger unit. We don't want them killing Lux. Yeah, we won't be able to block that. We can get our Ambessa going. Let's give this one barrier. Yeah. All right, so we can go ahead and attack. She can kill that one right there. He can kill that one. She can kill that one. All right, looks really good. Let's go ahead and level up our Ambessa. Do we get Garen again? We do get Garen again. Yep. All right, not too bad. This would go off twice, so we would get another rally. Yeah. They get a bunch of units, though, so that's not the best. Let's go ahead and give him barrier. We want to protect him. All right, so now we can attack. Let him kill that. I suppose we could go right here. Get some more damage down. Yes. Or we can go right there and end the game, which would be better. Yeah. All right, GG. Woohoo! All right, so 5-star Lux. I don't think she's particularly great in this adventure, but we were able to come away with the win there. Pretty good. Again, really looking forward to 6-star Lux. I don't think we're going to 6-star any champions today. We have to get some more fragments going, but this has actually been really good. I think they did a solid job with both of these champions. Each of their 4 stars really actually can add another element to their gameplay. And Turn 1 Lux is just so much fun. All right, I hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, like and subscribe. Always appreciate it. I hope you have a great rest of your day.